Yep.
In this 10-minute update, welcome everyone. Today we're going to discuss a little bit about the Wooting to Lekker Edition development, what happened the last 2 weeks,
Mm.
and we're going to talk about the mousepads and the deskpads. Um, I think it was last week or the week before we did a pre-EMI test, and an EMI test is a test for the PCB and a keyboard where you get your certification, like your FCC and CE certifications and
Yeah.
ROHS, like everything that is mandatory for the EU and US market to sell and deliver your keyboard there. We did a pre-test, so a test before the actual big test, because if you fail this test, you still need to pay the full sum of the test. So it's better to do a pre-test that you know for sure that you're going to make the test. And as it turned out, we failed the pre-test and we needed to change some tiny things on the PCB, and I think it had something to do with the LED driver. I'm not sure, like this is more Jeroen's the development part. But it was a minor change, and luckily we could fix it. And now there will be another pre-EMI test, and we're very certain we're gonna pass that one. And then once we've passed the pre-test, we can go for the actual test and get the actual certification for this. For this keyboard for the PCBA. I'm seeing a column in a note. We expect to pass it in the next week, and next week we'll also get a final report. So that's very good. Okay, Kevin, what happened with the bottom case?
Oh, we finally moved the bottom case from the house code, the mold factory, to our manufacturer, which is the assembly factory in China, of course. And so they run an on-site injection test because originally they don't own or have this mold. This mold is stored by the mold factory. So they need to examine it, open it, and test it, like doing on-site. We call on-site is you do really test everything to see if the mold can be functional. This is inside this manufacturer. And they spot of some little detailed issue needs to be changed, but this is already be considered. Well, we already get notification before we move the mold, so we know this. But out of a little bit surprises, this is a little bit long list, but still it's just minor issue. It's just to make the appearance to look better, to look more beautiful, and to reduce some to smoothen the whole injection production, let's say. Yeah. So now they are working to they file a report to us. I think it's on this Tuesday, and we are all going through and discuss about how to make the change and how to make it very fast. Yep. So let me see if I missed something.
I think that sums up most of the mold part. So I think the most important part is that there will be some minor changes to the mold.
Yeah, minor changes to the mold need to be added. Yeah, but this whole thing, the whole changes is to smoothen the production.
Yeah. So actually, the production by the bottom case are being created with the injection molding. I think Colin made a blog post about it a few years ago. Okay, and I think that's everything Lekker related. I don't think there are any major delays because we still need to wait. What's again the DVT test?
Yeah, DVT. Yeah, DVT is a whole phase. And it also includes EMI test, the actual real EMI test, not the pre-test. Yeah. So now we need to pass the pre-test first. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, but that's something that will happen at the end of this month, early next month, and then we have more info.
Correct.
And based on that, based on those results, we can actually make a clear schedule when the mass production will be and what the actual schedule will be. Another thing we want to talk about this stream was the desk pads and mouse pads. It's an idea we have been sort of developing as a side project over the last few years. It has already been a long time, and we've searched for different options, and we looked at different materials for the deskpad, but I think at this point we're at a stage where we think, or we know, we found like the ultimate combination of material and materials for a deskpad or mousepad. And it will be a mix of silicone with cloth, and the cloth can be dye sublimated. What are some unique features, Kevin, about this deskpad, mousepad?
So when we talk about this mousepad and deskpad we are developing now, the material, I don't know if, I think Coder already mentioned it, but we are using silicone, which is not usual appears in this mousepad or deskpad thing. And so because it's using silicone, and so it's very durable, and it's washable, and since the technique to glue to combine the cloth and silicone is not using any glue and no coating, no chemical. So it's waterproof because you use a little bit heating process. I'm not going to go in very detail, but it use heat to combine the silicone and the cloth. So it means you can resist a very high water, like you can just throw it into the water machine or washing machine, and you cannot do any damage to it. So it's extremely durable, and it's consistent cloth surface. And since you will not using your knife or to scratch it, but beside this, it's very durable cloth and also the silicone.
Yeah, so you also won't get any dead spots, right? Yeah. I think that sums up some unique features of this mouse deskpad. At the moment, we have our eye on two different cloth materials, or not, and actually different materials, but different types of weaving the cloth together. So sort of the stitching pattern of the cloth. And there is one that's more of a performance kind of cloth, where it provides like omnidirectional X and Y feel, and it has like a really smooth glide and high and a lot of stopping power. Okay, so these are terms that not everybody probably is familiar with, but during this live stream we will touch on these points. This cloth, this performance cloth, we will only use on a mousepad as a first trial, and then we have a hybrid cloth, and that's the one we're going to use on the deskpad, if I'm right. That provides more comfort, has a softer feel, while it still has a good glide and sensing and directional control. We will have a pilot run soonish, where we make a limited amount made for testing, and we can have some final quality checks on the product, and then in a later stage we will maybe offer these for pre-orders, or we already have these in stock and then we can ship them right away. I think a cool part is where you guys can come in, and also in the next weeks we will collect some more feedback from the community, is that we are not clear on, let's say, the deskpad, what kind of designs we want on that, like printing wise. And we have some ideas, but it's always nice to let you guys vote or have input what would be cool ideas for the deskpad. And I think that was the 10-minute update, right, Kevin?
Yeah,
okay. That's it, nice. Okay, so if you're watching this on YouTube, thanks for watching. See you guys in 2 weeks again, and come next time, come to a live stream. It's more fun. Bye.
Join the live stream. Bye-bye.